Well, hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Jeff Hooks. I am the President and Chief Operating Officer of Victory Nutrition International, and it is my privilege to welcome you this evening to our VNI Product and Business Overview presentation. It is Thursday night, June 20th. I can't believe it's already June 20th as we record this live, as we do this event live. And so, again, whether you're listening to us live or via a replay, on behalf of the entire VNI team and family, I want to extend a welcome. As always, we've got many of our top leaders and emerging leaders across the United States and Canada plugged into this live. I want to welcome all of you and then really extend a special welcome this evening to those of you that are guests. Candidly, this event's for you. This is an information session. And we're delighted that you've carved time out of your busy schedule to learn about who we are as a company, who we are as a brand, our mission, our products, the science, the unprecedented scientific validation that you're going to learn about with these amazing wellness products. And candidly, folks, Victory Nutrition International is redefining wellness and nutritional science companies, the way that we do business, the way that we approach our mission. And we're excited to share that information with you tonight. And in addition to the company, the mission, the brand, the products, the science, we also are going to spend a little bit of time at the end letting you know that there's a very lucrative business model that's attached to these products. So depending on the timing in your life, if you're at a point in time in your life where the idea of improving your health physically is of interest, then you're gonna be interested in our products. If the timing is right, where improving your financial health is of interest, then you're gonna be very interested in what we share towards the end of our event tonight. So with that, and Bill, I want to share with you, there's a distorted view as I get ready to introduce you. It's a digital distortion. But folks, we're in for a very, very special treat tonight. We have our founder and our chief executive officer that is going to be sharing information with us tonight. And he's got I think there's a green screen that might be bleeding over into whatever you're doing, Bill. It wasn't there before. So give us just a second, folks. We've got a little technical difficulty, and then I'll be introducing our founder. I hope if you've got a pen and paper handy, I know some of you might be driving, then you might want to jot down some notes. But other than that, there's actually, I'm just gonna, we're all about real here. There's a brand that it's the VNI logo that's bleeding through. So it looks like a green screen has been turned on from. Yeah, it's when we were just on, it wasn't there. So I don't know what's happened, but it's really impossible to see it.
I'm going to leave the meeting and come back, Jeff.
Well, no, what you can do is just turn your video off and do the PowerPoint. Just mute your video. On the bottom left, stop video. And then you can just go through the PowerPoint just like you normally would with the screen share. That should work. And just use the audio. So folks, without any further hesitation, it is my privilege, in spite of some technical difficulties, the show goes on, and more important than the technical difficulties is the substance that you're going to be learning tonight and the information that we're going to share. So with that, it is my privilege to turn our information session over to our founder and our Chief Executive Officer, Bill Downs. Bill, take it away, sir.
Thank you very much, Jeff. It's a privilege to be here. And I don't want to ever take for granted that this is something that's routine. There are people listening tonight that this is their first time hearing this information. And we're very excited. I'm very excited to be able to present a first-time impression of what VNI is all about. So with that, let me get started. When I started in the industry and really got traction in a professional capacity in 1985.
Real quick, I'm sorry, partner. We've got to you got to do your screen share to show your PowerPoint. We're not seeing that.
Oh my gracious. Okay. Here we go. One second. 1 second. How's that? Do you see it?
Yeah, we see it. It's not full screen yet, but it looks good.
No, I'll do it.
Perfect. That's
Okay.
perfect. Onward and upward. Thank you.
Okay. So in 1985, the natural products industry did $4 billion a year. In 2012, 7 years ago, that number rose to $137 billion a year in dietary supplements. An amazing skyrocket projection. The problem is that with all these billions of dollars being spent on supplements, on fitness, on anti-aging, the rate of chronic disease and things like obesity are still going up, still on the rise. There are thousands of supplements on the market from which to choose, and consumers are absolutely confused and don't know which ones to take. How do we know if we're wasting our hard-earned money? How do we know what the most expensive nutritional supplement is, and what are the factors that contribute to that? Well, the most expensive supplement is the one that doesn't work. And factors that contribute to that are digestive impairment. Digestive maladies are the #1 health malady in our culture. It's the #1 reason for emergency room visits after accidents. It's the #1 reason for doctor visits. It's the #1 reason for over-the-counter med purchases. And it's the #1 most prescribed drug for a legitimate health condition. Digestive impairment underpins every major chronic degenerative disease. Then there's companies that use generic low-quality ingredients in their products that absolutely can't work. Now, most of them, or a lot of them, point to research on the same named ingredient, which is a high-quality ingredient that shows that it does work, but because the #1 addiction of the human species is greed, they want to buy low and sell high and make money. And there's no scientific support for the product. And then they don't use enough ingredients in their products to deliver a therapeutic benefit. Sometimes they use something we in the industry call fairy dust. Therefore, the ingredients don't get absorbed into the bloodstream. So on January the 15th of 2014, I launched the company with my colleague and partner, Steve Kushner. We formulated the Protovite, and both of us are published researchers. I'm a biochemist. His expertise is in bioenergetic nutrition and medicine. And our products are biodynamically and bioenergetically beneficial. VNI absolutely produces high quality products. They're unique, exclusive, proprietary formulas, first to market. I was in the ingredient business for 24 years. I'm a bit of a fanatic about ingredients. Steve Kushner shares that passion. And so with his advanced absorption technology, premium ingredients and formulas that we put together, we've done clinical research on our products, and we have validated, published clinical studies on our finished products. And you can go to vniscience.com and take an in-depth, deep dive look into what we've done in the science. In addition, our scientific advisory board is comprised of scientists that have over 170 years worth of research experience, evidenced by over 600 published research papers, all of them in peer-reviewed scientific journals. The board includes Dr. Kenneth Blum, who's the father of psychiatric genetics. He's the guy that discovered the gene responsible for addictions and its association to alcoholism at that time, and coined the term reward deficiency syndrome and the brain reward cascade. And that has now become the foundation for neuroscience development and the research on how to benefit things like addictions, obsessions, compulsions, impulsions. All of these are referred to as reward deficiencies. And Dr. Debashis Bagchi and his wife Meenakshi Bagchi have hundreds of published papers to their credit as well. And recently, Dr. Bagchi and I chaired sessions at the Institute of Food Technologists conference in New Orleans. It's the largest functional food ingredient symposium in the world. And we chaired 2 sessions, one on nutraceutical functional food regulations and one on sports nutrition. With over 75 sessions, our two sessions both were voted in the top 10. The IFT has monitors that sit in every session and have a list of criteria that they grade on. And we were very fortunate to be given very high grades. VNI is the only company known to have 40 published clinical studies to date. We're actually above 40 now, and 3 patents, with other patents pending, with our proprietary exclusive technologies supporting the finished products. This amounts to unprecedented scientific validation. And quite frankly, for those of you that are on the call that have any interest in looking into the business of sharing and helping people improve their health, that provides an unprecedented superior advantage for business validation. So anyone who partners with VNI to do the business can be assured that the products they're promoting, and by the way, customers who are taking the products can be sure that the products that they're taking are made with the highest quality ingredients backed by peer-reviewed science, and most importantly, improves the health of others. And we actually do confirm the scientific research with actual case reports, and we get great product reviews. The foundation for our absorption technology is called proteasome technology. That's an exclusive SK713 SLP absorption capability, which means the supplements are absorbed 100% of the time in 100% of the people tested. So our objective when we made the proteasome technology was to mimic body fluid and cell membrane properties. And here's a depiction of a cell membrane, and you can see the head where my cursor is. Whoops. Let's go back, previous. You can see the head and the legs and the legs and the head. So if you were to put your two hands, interlock your index and middle finger together on your two hands, that's how they go together, a little bit tighter than what's depicted here. And that's called the phospholipid bilayer. And that structure makes up the cell membranes of every cell in all the soft tissues of your body and all the organelles inside the cells, your nucleus, your mitochondria, your endoplasmic reticulum, your Golgi apparatus. All of these organelles require a phospholipid membrane. And the proteasome technology is made up of energetically enhanced phospholipids that mimic cell membrane and body fluid properties. In fact, when we're done manufacturing the Protavite, we don't use any heat in making it. In a production batch, several hours as it sits for stability evaluation, the product heats up all by itself to body temperature, 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, and stops. There's not another consumable liquid on planet Earth that I know of that does that. So again, as mentioned earlier, many supplements are difficult to digest or don't get absorbed, and that includes the limitations of the person's digestive competence. So many people purchase supplements that don't get absorbed at all and don't get any of the benefits. And VNI's proprietary exclusive proteasome technology is the foundation for all products, and our tagline is nutrition that gets in. So I'm going to give you a brief overview of all the products, and then I'll do a little bit deeper dive. N-SOrb is the only proteasome technology enzyme product on the market, and it is setting an absolute new standard for enzymes. A clinical study has been published, and down below is the reference to that study, showing that N-SOrb enzymes boost metabolism, immunity, sleep, and blood health. And this is the first time that these types of enzymes have been researched since the 1940s, demonstrating this benefit because they're proteasome and they get absorbed into the blood. Protavite, a published clinical study, and there's number 2 down below, shows that Protavite, which is VNI's liquid iron-free multi-nutrient complex, restores hemoglobin in red blood cells, oxygenating and hydrating red blood cells in less than 5 minutes. That is an astonishing, groundbreaking, disruptive technological breakthrough. Brain Reward, which is backed now, I think, by 39 published clinical studies, supports focus, concentration, cognition, and mental sharpness, and is backed by 3 patents and over 30 published clinical studies. And Thione Extra is an immune benefit and cell detox product that supports anti-aging and life extension. I haven't done a clinical study on this product yet, but in the research of formulating this wonderful antioxidant and immune support product, I looked at dozens of clinical studies on the various ingredients, which have many, many patents and research on their own. So first, I'll take a deeper dive into N-SOrb. Patent pending, and yes, it is. N-SOrb is now patent pending, is a KD120 multi-enzyme complex proteasome consisting of diet essential, which is a complex of stable acid-resistant multi-enzymes that's activated in the higher pH of the body tissues. Again, this is not designed to be activated in the stomach. It's metabolically activated in the pH of body tissues. It's an extraordinary achievement. Proprietary exclusive proteasomes provide for rapid and prolonged absorption, and this is a combination that is exclusively formulated for optimal metabolic, digestive, and immune support, and it did improve properties of the blood according to the clinical study. There are no other proteasomed enzyme products on the market. And again, peer-reviewed and published clinical research validates the safety and efficacy of N-SOrb. Patent-pending N-SOrb's features and benefits include, number one, demonstrated in 2 published clinical studies and a 3rd randomized double-blind placebo-controlled published clinical study. The first 2 were actually case study reports, and we call them concept validation studies. And again, there's the reference for that. Metabolically activated in the alkaline pH tissues inside the body on the other side of the GI tract. Remember, your digestive system is essentially an external organ on the inside of your body because it's open at both ends. That's why 70 to 80% of your immune system tissue is located in your digestive tract. So it boosts the N-SOrb boosts and strengthens metabolism and vitality, supports digestion of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates through the blood delivered into the digestive tract, supports intestinal health and elimination, boosts immune competence and blood health. And again, that's demonstrated in that clinical study right there. Protavite, again, is patent pending. A 2002 study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, and there's a reference down there at the bottom, appears prudent for all adults to take vitamin supplements. However, as we've just mentioned, digestive maladies are the most common disorder in our culture. Again, the most expensive supplement is the one that doesn't work because it can't get in. Impaired metabolism is a reduced ability to use oxygen and water. These are the 2 most important ingredients for life. And it can't use oxygen and water for cells to make energy, manage energy, and eliminate waste. By the way, this is also known as metabolism. This is the primary feature of chronic degenerative diseases. So Protavite's features and benefits include that it's a VMP 35 liquid multivitamin mineral phytonutrient complex, and the VMP 35 is actually on the side of the bottle. If you read the text on the bottle, you'll see that that's a research code, and that's what's used in the research as well. Proprietary exclusive proteasomes provide unprecedented rapid, less than 5 minutes, and prolonged nutrient absorption in the small intestine. Promotes the cellular ability to effectively use oxygen and water. Protavite, and our other tagline, is liquid blood food. Peer-reviewed, published scientific research shows that Protavite restores hemoglobin to red blood cells in minutes, and the life-changing benefits are evidenced by an astonishingly high customer retention rate. Brain Award for mental sharpness is a patented course correction for your mind. There are the 3 patents. And 1 in 4 Americans will experience a mental health disorder. That's a really sad indictment on our lifestyle. That's reported by the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Our bodies and our brains are just overwhelmingly overstressed. We're overfed, we're undernourished. We're just not as healthy as we should be. Our brains are challenged by this, making life much more challenging. Brain Reward is an effective reward deficiency nutrigenomic solution that rebalances the brain reward circuitry. Nutrigenomics is a science that studies how nutrition affects gene expression and how that affects overall health. And Brain Reward is a nutrigenomic solution. Again, at this time, we have 39 published clinical studies that demonstrate that the patented Brain Reward, which is its research code, is KB220Z and KB220ZBR, and now with a new technology that I'm going to mention it in a moment, we have another research code, but it nutritionally supports dopamine sensitivity and function, helps regulate cravings, supports weight management, promotes energy and recovery, relieves stress, supports easier detox, supports improved decision-making, called executive function, supports focus, attention, concentration, and cognition, and mental sharpness, and it's not a drug. And we just recently introduced the patented GARS test. It's a gene test that is designed to determine what your genotype is, what your particular gene profile is. The patented GARS test and the RestoreGen formulas represent a disruptive technological breakthrough in DNA-designed precision nutrition, and we've trademarked that optimizes your best brain reward benefits. The VNI RestoreGen products use only premium quality science-based ingredients to ensure the greatest beneficial effects. And by the way, they're all patented as well. Each RestoreGen formula is to be taken with brain reward in two capsules of brain reward to 1 capsule of RestoreGen ratio. So Thione Extra is an anti-aging and immunity product. It's a super antioxidant immune booster, and it is also made with evidence-based premium quality nutraceuticals that nutritionally support DNA protection and the structure and function of blood vessels, antioxidant function, glutathione and SOD functions. And by the way, glutathione and SOD are the two most important, in my opinion, enzyme, antioxidant, immune protecting enzymes in the body. You have over 20,000 proteins in your body. SOD enzymes are primarily proteins. Superoxide dismutase is number 5. That means it's real important. And glutathione is 2 steps down from it. They're like 2 hands clapping to keep us from oxidizing and being damaged by bad things. And therefore, they significantly support immune function as well. It improves positive nitrogen balance, cellular detoxification, cell structure function, cell stamina and energy output, mental clarity, anti-aging and life extension. And again, these life-changing benefits are evidenced by an astonishingly high customer retention rate. Some people told me if we ever tried to take Thione Extra out of the product line, our lives would be in danger. They love this product. With that, I want to thank everybody for persevering through the product information. I want to hand it back over to my colleague, our President and Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Jeff Hooks, who has built on his own organizations with top-line revenues of $500 million. Please listen carefully to this mentor.
Hey, thank you so much, Bill. And as Bill stops the screen share, which I think he's already done, I'm going to open my screen share and pick up the presentation right where our fearless leader left off. So give me just 1 second. And I'll open that up. And we are in business. So folks, I'll tell you what's exciting with what Bill, among many things that Bill shared. And by the way, if you're not a scientist, I know we do have some healthcare practitioners and some, I would say, sophisticated science-focused individuals that I know are listening to this information session and plugged in live, but not everyone. And I want you to understand, we're very, very proud of who we are as a brand and our mission. Our mission is to assist people in becoming beacons of health, hope, and abundance. And in a very crowded space, as Bill shared with us, so many companies spend millions and millions of dollars on marketing and noise. And so our commitment to research and development, our commitment to proprietary products, our commitment to peer-reviewed, published scientific validation on our finished products separates us from every company in the market. We literally, now I happen to love our branding and our packaging, but to make the point, we spend more on what's inside the bottle than what's on the outside of the bottle in terms of the packaging. And that is, as simple as that sounds, that's not the norm in this industry. But what I want you to understand is we share some of the scientific information because we want you to understand that we really are different. But the most important objective, quite frankly, is we want you to try these products. Give your body the opportunity to be nourished at a cellular level. Give your body the opportunity to feel what it feels like to be given high performance fuel. I love what I've heard Bill share this in live symposiums over the last, couple of years, where he says, as in modern society, we feed our bodies lawnmower fuel and expect them to perform. Our Maserati brains and our Maserati bodies. And with the VNI products, you're giving your Maserati brain and your Maserati body high performance fuel. And so you don't have to understand all of the science that Bill has shared in order to be blessed by these products. And I'll tell you, my protocol is very simple. My protocol, first thing in the morning, I take Protovite and Brain Reward on an empty stomach. Now, I will tell you, I just got the GARS test results. I just got my Restoragen product. So now I take my Protovite and I take my Brain Reward and my DNA customized nutrition Restoragen product on top of it. And I'll share this with you, especially for our existing partners. The Brain Reward, I felt an impact when I first started taking this product every single day, which goes back to August 1st of last year. But when I layered the specific Restoragen product on top of it and started taking this is my today was my 5th day. Folks, I got to tell you, it's game changer. The mental clarity, the sharpness, the mental focus, the ability to focus, particularly with lots of stuff going on, was measurable for me. And in addition to that, food cravings. I have a sweet tooth the size of Manhattan, and I have not been having food cravings. So we just got amazing products. So literally, it's very simple. I take my Protovite Brain Reward and Restoragen in the morning, and I take my N-SOrb at night right before I go to bed. So hopefully you get my point. My point is, if you're interested in the science, we want you either as a customer or a partner to have the confidence, as Bill shared, that these are proprietary products that are like nothing else in the world. But at the end of the day, all you have to do is take the products. They're simple, they're convenient, and folks, the products will do the heavy lifting. That's exciting. So at the very least, we want to encourage you to evaluate the products. Give it 90 days. Pick one or several of our products, whatever your interest is, whatever your need is. Engage for 90 days and see how your body responds to nutrition that gets in. That's the key, nutrition that gets in. If you want to kind of distill some of our intellectual property into one key phrase, remember that nutrition that gets in. When you nourish your body at a cellular level, like our products are proven to do clinically, your body does amazing things. Now, we also want to transition, as I mentioned in my opening comments, we want to let you know that we're on a mission here. And there is a very lucrative business model that's attached to our company, to our brand, and to our products. And now we're mission driven, but we don't shy away from the fact that if you're at a point in time in your life where the idea of creating an additional cash flow from home, part-time or full-time, is of interest, then we're not shy about rolling out the red carpet and saying, we would love to have you join this mission. We would love to have you lock arms with us. And so I want to share with you, give you some insight as to what that part of our brand and our model is all about. We're looking for missionaries, not mercenaries. With all due respect, we're looking for servant leaders who understand that the value that we add into other people's lives through these products and through this model, the contribution that we make will determine our remuneration, our compensation, and the opportunity itself. We want missionaries, not mercenaries. And we're very straightforward. That's who we are. It's what we're about. We're doing business all over the U.S. and Canada, but folks, we're just getting started. 5.5 years old as a company, 25% month-over-month growth in sales, 46% month-over-month growth in new customers. And so we're very excited about where we are. So if you're at a point in time where the idea, again, maybe it's to supplement your retirement, maybe it's to pay off some debt, maybe it's children's education, maybe it's a new car, whatever the motivation, maybe it's you've always wanted to own your own business. Maybe it's just a diversification strategy so that you don't have all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. Whatever the motivation is, we want you to understand there is a model here that's extraordinarily unique. Now, just like Victory Nutrition International is changing the wellness and nutritional science industries with the way we're conducting our business, the way we're engaged in our mission, science and substance before marketing. Now, we're going to continue. Our marketing is good and it's getting better, but our commitment will always be on the efficacy and the scientific validation of our amazing products, current products and future products. You know, the new DNA Design Nutrition Restoragen is a brand extension. We're just in the soft launch, by the way. You're going to hear more. Our official launch is coming up right after Labor Day. We're in a soft launch, and folks, the response has been overwhelming. And so we're just getting started. So we're also changing the way we're a global leader, the way relationship marketing, direct-to-consumer marketing companies are doing business. And so how do we, you know, you might be saying, you know, I'm interested, I'm open, but I have no idea how to do this. And the good news is we know how to do it, and we can teach you. It's the skills are transferable, and the model at its foundation. That's the word I was looking for. The model at its foundation is comprised of 3 easy steps, 3 simple steps, 3 foundational steps, 3 fundamental steps. Number 1, use the products every day yourself. I can't emphasize enough, folks, that's the key. We are a product-driven business where we focus on people. People move our products, but it's all about the benefits, the wellness impact of these amazing products. And so you got to use the products yourself. And that, therefore, there's a moral authority, there's integrity when you're inviting people to learn about the VNI products, because you're taking them every day. Does that make sense? You're sharing them from a position of integrity because you're using the products every day. And you're going to have your own stories, and you're going to have your own results. So using the products every day, step 1. Step 2, share the products. We're going to teach you how to do that. But we invite, it's more about invitation and conversation than it is presentation. And we'll teach you. We do a training. We're going to do a training this coming Saturday, every Saturday in this meeting room. Same Zoom meeting room, same phone number. If you're mobile and traveling, smartphones work as well. At 11 a.m. Eastern, we do a quick start training, a new partner training. And I'm going to be joined by Mike Boston, brand new director leader in the company, a traditional business entrepreneur, a very good friend who's just has an amazing growth story happening with his customer base and with his VNI business. And so he and I are going to talk. We're going to have a little poolside chat and share some of the key fundamentals that will help you understand how to share these VNI products. Invite, share, follow up. The key is we've got tools that do the work. So you function more as a tour guide. You're basically educating and pointing people to information. And because candidly, folks, we're looking for people that are looking. Better health physically, better health financially. Better health physically with our products, better health financially with our business. So it's a sorting process. And the sharing is not, you don't have to be a professional salesperson. The less you sell and the more you share, the more effective you're going to be. And we'll talk about that in detail. So number 1, use the products. Number 2, share the products. And number 3, if you desire to build a team beyond a customer base, we'll teach you how to do number 3. Teach others to do the same thing. Use the products, share the products, teach others to use and share the products. That's it. Those are the basic fundamentals. And every single leader that's plugged into this event live knows that these 3 steps are where you need to be spending 95 to 98% of your time, literally. And back office research and organizing your desk, everything else fits into those 2 to 5% of organization time. So this is the key, the 3 core steps. And when you do that, the compensation plan comes alive. VNI has a very unique and a very lucrative compensation plan where we send what we call thank you checks for simply sharing these products. When people place a product order or a reorder, a repeat order, you get paid. It creates volume. And we've got multiple different bonuses, but at its basic sense, there are 3 key components to our compensation plan. Number 1 is immediate income. So let's say you invited me to learn about the VNI products tonight. and I plugged into this presentation. I heard from our founder and CEO. Maybe I went to your website afterwards. I looked at some of the video content, and I placed a product order. Business that's done this week, you get paid next week on Monday, either in the form of a 30% customer bonus or a 30% fast start bonus, depending on which pathway is a fit for me. So that's immediate income that you business you do this week, you get paid next week. We've got folks that have earned from $50 to $100 their first couple of weeks. We've got a leader, Mike Dennenberg, that just went director in record time, two months from scratch, all by himself, literally. And he and I had a coaching session, and in his first just under 3 months, he's earned $4,969 from part-time. He runs a full-time business, has a family, everything else. So I just share that with you to let you know. And by the way, we've got new partners that haven't done anything yet. And so their first few weeks, first few months, they haven't earned anything. So I always tell people, don't let the small money bore you, and don't let the big money intimidate you. There's immediate income when you're out there sharing and caring. Okay, so we'll teach you how to do that. Number 2, there's long-term residual. These products are consumable. So as people reorder, we have a convenient subscription program. You get recurring commission. So back to that example with me. Most of our customers and partners set up what's called a subscription model. Hold on, I've got my software cleaner, my antivirus, trying to hijack the platform here. And what's interesting is the subscription program is all about convenience. It's about never running out of product. It's about being in complete control. In other words, you can decrease, increase, cancel your subscription at any time. And we also have a subscription rewards program where you can get additional discounts off of the product that you're using for yourself and your family, and discounts off of shipping up to and including free shipping. So the subscription model makes sense. So for me, let's say back to that example, if you shared VNI products with me, I place a product order tonight, you get paid next week. Well, in 30 days or whenever I set up my subscription, guess what you have to do? And the answer is nothing. Our operations team handles everything. We'll process my credit card. The company will process my credit card, package up product, ship it to my doorstep wherever I want it, and you get paid again. So you're not getting paid off a new customer placing a first-time product order. You're getting paid off an existing customer on a reorder. And folks, it doesn't happen overnight, but I'll tell you, as you build a customer base, which we'll teach you how to do if that's of interest, this residual cash flow, you put in the effort over a period of weeks, months, or years, depending on your goal, depending on your vision, depending on how hard you want to work with our mission. And you've got a recurring cash flow that's coming in no matter what you're doing that particular day, week, or month. So that's exciting. Now, number 3, leadership development bonuses for those that choose to build a team. You're rewarded off helping your team reach their goals. And so these are the 3 core components of our compensation plan. Now, why partner with VNI? A lot of benefits, proprietary product technologies, folks, that are exclusive to our authorized VNI partners. Now, I share that because I want you to understand, and this goes back to the foundation from Bill and Kim's vision, Bill and Kim Downs, to never compete with our partners. Now, we've got some leaders, some of the top leaders in the world of VNI with tremendous experience. And some of you know what I'm talking about, but I have consulted in the nutritional sciences space and in relationship marketing. I've built companies. I've owned a company. I've consulted with dozens of companies, both public and private. And it is amazing to me how many companies actually compete with their own distributors. They'll spend millions of dollars using digital marketing strategies, SEO, and they're literally competing and bringing customers frontline to the company and not paying commissions. And folks, we will never do that. The only way to purchase a product from Victory Nutrition International is through one of our authorized partners, period. So there's real value that you can leverage as a business person, as an entrepreneur, with your exclusive access to our proprietary product technologies. That's important. No startup fees, no need to purchase inventory or maintain inventory. That when we say stock, that's what we're talking about, stock of product. We're a private company, we'll always be private. You can work from wherever you want. At home, you can travel. We've got leaders that love to travel and love the opportunity of legitimate tax credits by building their VNI business across North America, soon across the world in the upcoming years. Now, in addition to that, there's a generous compensation plan, which we've talked about, and really it's uncapped. It depends on what your goal is, but I will tell you what drives most of our partners, at least initially, is the ability on a part-time basis to go out and create $500 a month or $1,000 a month part-time income. That's what drives the vast majority. I would guess probably 95 to 98% of our partners. And we're mission driven. Now, a lot of times people ask, who partners with VNI? Not only why partner with VNI, but who partners with VNI? What are the attributes? What's the background? And I'll share with you, our partners are diverse. That's part of our strength. We're talking about men and women from all kinds of backgrounds. As you see, they're doctors, lawyers, healthcare practitioners. We're talking MDs, chiropractors, physical therapists, homeopaths, part-time, full-time employees that are building this part-time, single moms, single dads, stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, those with PhDs, multiple PhDs, and others that have gone to the school of life and no quote-unquote formal education. So the key common thread that we see of our partners that really embrace our mission and do well is they're servant leaders. They're all about adding value into other people's lives. They're coachable. They don't try to reinvent the wheel. They plug into a model. I mean, the road's been paved. It's paint by the numbers. We know it works. We know it doesn't work. And so it's just a function of taking what I call your non-financial assets, your work ethic, your credibility, your skills, your passion, and let us teach you the VNI mission. And then you teach us based on your life experience. And that's how we do look at this as not only a collaboration, but a partnership between everyone engaged with the company, our corporate team, our partners, our customers. We're all in this mission together. And so if that sounds appealing to you, then definitely I want to invite you to get back to the person that invited you and get your questions answered and make a good decision for you. Next steps. Number one, this is a first option. At the very least, it's what I encouraged you a few minutes ago to consider. That is, engage with the products. Give it 90 days, place a product order, see how your body responds. That's a great option. It's a great next step. Second option is you might say, there's a lot of interesting information here. I need more information. And certainly we want to share that information. And what I can tell you is we'll go as deep as you want to go with the information, because unlike a lot of companies that I'm aware of, with all due respect, the more you look, the better you're going to like. So when you get behind the curtain, the substance is better than the window dressing. And so get back to the person that invited you tonight, get your questions answered, evaluate the products for yourself, and make a good decision. Now, the third option is you might be at a point like I know a couple of you are for sure that are plugged into this, where you are actively looking for a diversification strategy. I know one of you was actively looking to launch their own business, and without jeopardizing their day job, but of a side venture, what the marketplace a lot of times calls a side hustle. I don't particularly like that description, but it's a side mission where, without jeopardizing your full-time job, you can take the next few years and build a cash flow to give yourself some options. And so if that's the case, when you get back to the person that invited you, ask about our one-time purchase options of what we call builder packs. Now, these are specifically designed for individuals that want to be a partner, not a customer, but a partner, and engage in this mission and build a customer base. So we've got the basic pack, where each of these packs, we've got discounts and free product built in. As you see there, $129 in value built into the basic pack, free expedited shipping. That's a great option. We've got the promoter pack, a very popular option. It's a bigger pack. So you've got some more product for yourself and your family, more product to sample, $186 in value built into this package. Once again, free expedited shipping, some free marketing materials as well. As you see, a $582 value for $396. And then third and finally, the Share and Grow pack is our number one option for new partners that are serious about creating even a part-time customer base and business with VNI. This is our largest pack. You save $297. You got free product, plenty of product to use and share for your family, plenty of samples. And as you see there, there's an advantage within the compensation plan. When you purchase the Share and Grow pack, you're positioned as an executive manager in our compensation plan for 6 months. So what that simply means is you're leaving no money on the table. It's the way to get profitable faster based on your efforts, and you'll see the value there. Once again, $297 in savings. So the key is these packs are options. You don't have to do it your first. You have the month that you would have June, July, and August to engage with the builder pack at any time. So we offer flexibility so that you can make the right decision for you. And whether it's as a customer, whether it's more information, or whether it's engaging in our mission as a partner, we are very, very excited that you took time out of your precious schedule, your busy life, to learn about VNI. Please get back to the person that invited you. On behalf of Bill Downs, on behalf of the entire VNI family, thank you so much for plugging in. Join us Saturday for our Quick Start training call, and have an awesome Thursday night, and we'll talk soon. God bless. Bye-bye.